Starbucks is making some big changes. And even if you don't drink coffee and you never go to Starbucks, you may feel the difference here. You may see the changes in other stores as well. Today we're going to break down what Starbucks is doing. There's actually two big changes that they're implementing. One of which has to do with payment. The other has to do with actual customer service. So I'll break all that down in just a moment. But first, before I do, if you enjoy these daily updates, go ahead, hit that like button, and now let's begin. Here's the first change, and I just want to explain it. It says Starbucks CEO is ditching a merit-based system and giving all salaried staff a flat 2% pay raise instead. So instead of going to individual salaried staff and saying, yeah, you did pretty well, we're going to give you 3%. Oh, you struggle a little bit, you missed a lot of days, we're actually only going to give you a 1.5% wage increase. He's just going to do it 2% across the board. All salaried staff. That means executives, managers, people like that. If you are paid by the hour like a barista, you would not receive a 2% flat increase. That would be dependent on your job, how you have done. Okay? So that's the first thing. Here's the next one. This one right here is actually bigger. It says Starbucks is closing an entire line of stores. They are closing all their pickup only locations. Let that sink in. Starbucks is closing all their pickup only locations. Starbucks has a handful of pickup only locations where you can place an order, you call it in, you can use the app, whatever. They make it, you go there, pick it up, and you leave. There's no tables, no nothing. Okay? They are going to end that. Look at this right here. It says Starbucks will be doing away with the pickup-only store model in 2026. Says Nickel, who has been at the helm since September 2024, said the venture was no longer compatible with the Seattle-based coffee chains plan to get back to Starbucks. Starbucks has always been, okay, you go in, you order your drink, they give it to you, you sit down, have a little meeting, you talk, you interact, you use their free Wi-Fi, whatever it may be. You conduct your meetings, and some people even work straight from Starbucks. It's incredible. That's how Starbucks built their business. He wants to go back to that. Okay? It says, introduced in New York in 2019, Starbucks Pickup was designed to simplify coffee runs. Customers would, and still can, place mobile orders, pick them up, and move on with their day. Okay, here's the problem. It says approximately 80 to 90 Starbucks pickup stores across more than 20 states will be impacted, with some locations facing permanent closure, while others will be converted into traditional coffee houses at a later date. Yeah, some are going to be converted, but many of which are just going to close down. Here's what's interesting about this. These locations have a difficult time, okay? A very difficult time. And there's a couple reasons why. Number one, tips. These baristas make a decent amount of money, but the amount of money that they make on tips is not very much. Why? People aren't staying there. People place an order on their phone. In many cases, they don't tip. It's just they buy the coffee, go in, it's made, they grab it, they go. There's no interaction. There's just nothing there. So some people don't want to work at a pickup location. But this is why it's interesting. According to reports, and it's not from the main executives, but according to reports that talk to a lot of store managers, talk to a lot of baristas, just workers at Starbucks. It was saying that people don't want to work at these locations, but that's where they're getting thrown to. You got to start here. Work your way up. Work your way up to the full-blown Starbucks. Okay. But here's why some believe that Starbucks is doing this. Number one, yes, go back to the old Starbucks, the way things used to be. But the main reason is because they are trying to bring on new workers. But nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to go. So by closing down some of these locations, they can take those workers from the pickup only locations and move them into other franchises. Okay, move them into other buildings, which then they don't have to try to go and find new workers, train them, teach them, and show them the ways. These workers already know it. I think that's interesting, because what other stores out there have pickup only locations? Now I know there's pickup. You can go to Home Depot, there's pickup. You can go to Best Buy, they got pickup. Walmart, pickup, right? But what about pickup only locations? There's not a lot of stores out there that are offering it. Starbucks was one of the main ones that was offering this, and it did fairly well for the time being. But keep in mind, when did it do well? During the pandemic, where people were going into places anyway and leaving. And Starbucks thought that was the way things were going to go. No, people want to go back to normalcy. They want to go back to the way things used to be, where they can go into a building, order a coffee or a croissant, whatever it may be, sit down, enjoy what they just purchased, visit with friends, family, colleagues, have a meeting, then they can leave. It's different. But again, I bring this up because Starbucks is saying they're going to move back to that in 2026. I don't think this is the only retailer or only store that's going to do that. I think more are going to go back to this as well, where people want to be interacting with others. They want to see what others are doing. They want to hear what others have to say. I think this is going to be bigger. In the same thing though, okay? Let's look at other stores that do offer pickup, like Walmart. You can order your groceries, you can order whatever you want from walmart.com, use their app. You can drive up to one of their drive-up locations, and you can say, I'm here, and they bring it out. That's a great way to save money. That works for some people. For others, they prefer to go into the store, buy all the stuff themselves, look at the shelves, okay? Look and see what's there. Keep in mind, if you don't go into the store, all those loss leaders that are getting people to, oh, look at this, look at that, okay? All those items that people buy just because they're hungry. Those items that, oh, I forgot, I needed light bulbs. Let me get some light bulbs. Oh, I needed fish food for the fish. Well, let's go buy that as well. All those items, they're not selling when you just park in the parking lot or you get delivered to your home. They're not selling those because people aren't buying them. They don't see them. They're not reminded, oh, I need that. And so this is why I think this is huge with Starbucks going backwards. I think they're trying to do it for a couple different reasons. Number one, go back to the old Starbucks. I get it. Number two, bring in a little bit more money, not just in tips, but you're there. Oh, I smell that. I smell that sandwich, that breakfast sandwich. I should get one of those. If you're not sitting there, you're not smelling it, you might not get it. Or you get your coffee, you leave. You sold one coffee. What if you got your coffee, you stayed, and right before you left, you're like, I should probably get another one. And you go and order a second one. That's 2 coffees. You just doubled your revenue. So I think it's interesting. Stores are now going back to the way things used to be. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this? Do you think this is a good move? Do you think this is a bad move? Or why do you think they're happening? Or why do you think this is happening at this time? Let me know down in the comment section below.